If you're looking for Bullard ISD schools but want to be close to Tyler and also have a very nice home, this is the neighborhood for you. As always, thanks for checking out our channel. Make sure you click that subscribe button. That way you get notified of all of our newest videos as they come out, as we explore Tyler and East Texas throughout. We also want to remind you that we're your friend in real estate. If you have questions about making a move, please don't hesitate to reach out. We would love to be a resource for you. So the neighborhood we're talking about is Vintage Oaks, being built and developed by Hunt Custom Homes. One of my favorite builders to work with. They really do a phenomenal job. They bring in high-end design and style into the home, but they also run a great business. They're really great to work with in terms of addressing concerns. They really do take care of the customer and want to make sure that you feel good about your home. I've done many deals with Hunt and I've always been pleased and impressed with their willingness to make sure that things are done right and well. Now, Artesian Meadows is going to be priced in the low 400s, probably up to the mid 600s, going to be in that 235, probably going up to 245, 250 a square foot over time. The homes are going to sit on half-acre lots, so you're going to have a ton of space. And it is a pretty flat community, so you're not going to have a very sloped yard. You're going to be able to utilize most of the space, which is always great when you have a big backyard. Additionally, they're working on building a big community pool, so you're going to have amenities in this neighborhood that is something actually a little uncommon in a lot of communities here in East Texas. One, because they're not maybe as big as some of the others to where, you know, they have 500, 600, 700, 1,000 different homes and they can budget in different amenities. But this is going to be a bigger community over time. It's actually going to be off of 69 and eventually going to connect to Kiefersall Winery, which is a great restaurant, but it's going to be a pretty big community and development, so you are going to have that nice pool. Let's take our first house tour. All right, we're at 505 Artesian Meadows, just under 2,500 square feet. We're going to check out the model home today. You got 4 bedrooms, 3 full baths on half an acre. It's currently not for sale. I expect they'll list it as they continue to kind of build out and finish the neighborhood. Probably going to be in that price point from 580 to 600. But if we look at the front of it here, you can see just a lot of nice attention to detail, good use of the stone and the brick. I do love the double glass doors. It just kind of sits up well. You've got a very big sidewalk up to the door, just kind of creating a little bit more grand entry and just great curb appeal overall. All right, so we're inside here, and as you come in, you've got a grand entryway, probably got 12-foot ceilings. You've got this great office here just off the entryway. And not like a tiny office either. I'd say it's at least 10 by 10, and they do a good job. They increase the ceiling height just to make the space feel bigger. And then you walk into the living room. You've got open concept, really big kitchen. You've got vaulted ceilings and just attention to detail. They run the fireplace up to the ceiling. You've got the nice built-ins. Again, love the counter space. And what I think Hunt does a really good job of is it just kind of a subtle, high-end look. You don't have a lot of flash and a lot going on, but it's very clean and just overall well done. You don't have a true dining room, but nowadays I think most people prefer a small eat-in area because a lot of people do eat at the bar, but it lets you kind of stay in the main area with all the people. But again, just a really nice kitchen. If we look into the pantry here, we've got a good sized pantry, lots of shelving. As we move through here, we get a nice little mud room right off of the garage. Normal 2-car garage here. And then I do love this. You've got separate entryway right off the driveway. So if guests park in the driveway, they can come in here through the laundry into the mud area. And you've got the master. Again, really nice. Vaulted ceilings. You've got an accent wall. And again, these are the touches that you don't see at a lot of builder grade type homes, just a little extra detail. Got a great tub, dual sinks and vanities. Really like the shower. Good sized shower. Got a nice built-in bench. Again, vaulted ceilings, nice little light fixture, and a really good sized closet with built-in drawers. Now, like all modern floor plans today, this one has a split floor plan as well. So as we work back across the living room and the kitchen and go to the other portion of the house, you've got the 3 additional guest bedrooms here. This front room, really nice. Got the tall vaulted ceiling, lots of natural light, and very close to the guest bathroom here. And even with this one, you know, they did a little bit extra just to bring the tile all the way up on the shower. And then moving back through the other 2 bedrooms here, you have pretty standard size rooms with a Jack and Jill setup here. So having 4 bedrooms and 3 full baths, really nice. So you've got a dedicated guest bathroom there. And this would be your 4th bedroom here from the hallway. Now, one of the big draws to Vintage Oaks specifically is that it's zoned to Bullard ISD. The schools that you'll be zoned to, the elementary received an A rating from the state of Texas, the middle school received a B rating, as well as the high school. Now, I don't always get caught up in the ratings honestly too much, because I honestly think the experience at any one school is going to be a lot more personal than what the state rating is going to signify. A B doesn't worry me at all. I would say Bullard is in the top tier of schools in East Texas, just from my personal experience and opinion. I think Bullard's a great spot, and I know it's on a lot of people's radars, so being zoned in Bullard ISD is definitely a plus. However, you are zoned to Bullard ISD, but you're super close to everything in Tyler, which makes this community really nice. Let's take our second house tour. All right, so we're at 507 Artesian Meadows, just under 2,500 square feet, listed at $580,000. You've got 4 bedrooms, 3 full baths on a half-acre in a great neighborhood. And then when we look at this one specifically, you're gonna get just a little bit different facade. You know, it's not gonna look like every other house. You see the little curve there. I think it's like a French type style of architecture. Just, you know, subtle details that you don't get at a lot of homes in this price point. So one of the reasons I always recommend Hunt is just because their design, the quality of the homes, and how easy they are to work with and take care of their product. It's no coincidence that they're, you know, one of the bigger builders in East Texas, and they just do a really great job all the way around. Now, one of the biggest reasons I think these homes here on Artesian Meadows are so great is because you're literally just outside of town. You do have a Bullard address, but you're 10 minutes to the new shopping center. And when you compare to what you're getting at this price point in South Tyler in terms of a yard, this one is significantly greater. You've got a flat yard, almost a half-acre, I think. So it's really a ton of space to move around, have a pool, have room for your kids, your pets, whatever it may be. And then additionally, you've got a great porch, plenty of seating, have a TV, whatever it is. But this is really one of the reasons you're gonna pick an area outside of town, is so you can have more yard and more area to move around outside. All right, so as you come inside, you've got similar attention to detail. This one's gonna be very similar floor plan wise, but you've got the nice arch doorway. You've got a custom glass door to fit it. You've got another good size office, tall ceilings. You have black doors, so this one's gonna be a little bit more bold in terms of the finishes. I personally kind of like it. It just adds a little bit more pop to everything here. But very similar style kitchen, lots of counter space, just a little subtle mix of the black with the backsplash and the vent hood and the island here. You got the same type of fireplace here with built-in cabinets. You got a small dining area, which is a great use of space that honestly most people just don't use. This one, however, does have a deeper pantry. And as we move through to the master here, just behind the kitchen, you've got the same setup here to where your guests can come in through the laundry area, just off the garage. Nice little built-in mud area. Primary is almost the same here. You just have a black accent wall, so a little bit more bold finish. Same setup in the bathroom. Dual sinks and vanities. And then you've got the black shower. Nice little bench with the white tile flooring. Toilet, and then again, closet here. You don't have the same built-in dressers here, but this one is ready to go, and they could definitely add something like that for you. Now, as we move across the house, exact same floor plan, you're gonna have 3 bedrooms with 2 baths over here. You're gonna have the guest room to the right. Great natural light. You've got the big ceiling in here just to make this space feel a lot bigger. And then again, continuing the black in here, you've got the same black tile here. So this would be your guest suite. And moving down, you'll have your guest bedroom number 2 here with access through Jack and Jill on this side into guest bedroom number 3. So you've got 4 bedrooms and 3 full baths, split floor plan. And again, this is kind of a little bit more bold in terms of their finishes, but if that's what you're looking for, it is an option. Just kind of saw these lights here. Do really like those. And again, you're gonna have a nice, usable, flat backyard, which is honestly really great. You just don't see this anywhere in South Tyler, especially at this price point. You know, you could buy this same house in Oak Creek about the same price and get, you know, a quarter of the yard. Same porch. But again, tons of space for pool, kids, pets, whatever it may be. You've got plenty of space here. All right, so referencing the location of Vintage Oaks relative to things in Tyler, you're only gonna be 14 minutes to Fresh, but you're only gonna be 10 minutes to the Village at Cumberland Park because it sits so close to 69. So once you get on 69, you're just gonna head north 10 minutes and you're gonna be right in the heart of South Tyler, that is, right next to Village at Cumberland Park. In the next few years, you're gonna be right there next to Parkside Development as well. You're gonna be about 25 minutes to downtown. So if there's restaurants and things that you like, it is a little bit further. And if you work at the hospitals, it's gonna be about 24 minutes to get to the hospitals. If you found this video helpful, please give us a like, leave us a comment, and let us know what you think about Vintage Oaks. We would love to hear from you and get some feedback on the community. Additionally, we want to remind you that we are your friend in real estate. So if you've been thinking about making a move to East Texas at any point, reach out to us. We would love to be a resource and help make East Texas your home.